Chålofa, what's up? This is the Islanders View podcast with the Backyard Convos. We're experiencing the backyard conversation of Islanders. It's your boy JC, B, and the Uso Jr. We're just talking about world views, life experiences, culture, sports. We're just chilling, kicking back, in our minds. Yeah, you're about to go into a mind of an Islander right about now. Chålofa, everybody.
Chålofa.
Welcome to Sesh number 35. How's everybody doing? You good, Jen?
Oh.
No, you're good. You're good. Everything's good. Everything's working. Everything's good. Welcome, family. Welcome to Sesh number 35. We got a good one for you guys.
Yes.
We got a very special guest today.
It's our favorite Sesh.
It's our favorite Sesh, right? The Sampu Sesh. This is Sesh number 35, so that is Sesh number 7. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel.
Do it.
Please subscribe.
Do it.
Share the video. Let everybody know. Let your family know. Share it. Share the love. That's all we do here. That's all we do here in the Islanders View. Please share the love. Subscribe to our channel. Pass the love. Share the love. However you want to say it. But we got to get Sesh number 35 going, bro.
Let's go.
You good?
Yeah, I'm ready to sample.
I know. It's sample Sesh number 7. You know, this is Junior's favorite Sesh because he likes to chow.
Love to sample.
Sample some chow. As you can see, it's only 2 of us. Our boy B's gone. Blessings to B. Whatever you're doing, brother. Be safe out there. We miss you. Can't wait for the next Sesh so you can be here with us. But we do have a special guest today. So please help me welcome one of my childhood friends. We went to school together and she's doing her own thing. Please help me welcome Miss Jessica Mesa. Dun, dun, dun. What's going on, girl? Jessica Mesa from the Chamorro Cooking Channel.
Right here in the flesh. I need to clear something up because John's perception of who I was in high school. Ron he was a football player. He was the popular kid on the block.
Oh my God.
And I was that straggler teenager that had no idea what she was doing with her life. And I was always in the shadows of some amazing people. And now it's crazy that we're here together almost 20 years later and you're interviewing me for our passion.
Yeah.
It is crazy. We were just saying that before we started the show. It's crazy that I had Joe on the show. Now you're on the show. We're just, everyone's doing their thing.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all growing. You know, things change.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, what did you say? You're hiding in the shadows. What are you talking about?
I don't know. My high school days, I was like, you know, a woman hits a point where she blooms at some point and she figures out where she's at and what she wants and where she's going. And that didn't happen to me until I was like 22. So,
nice.
Wow, well, 22 is good.
Yeah, hey.
I'm still trying to find my way right now.
Sometimes it takes longer for some people, right?
I'm waiting for to come.
But before we get started with session number 35 and our sample session number 7 and get to know Jessica,
yes,
and you know how she came out of the shadows, I guess you can say. Before we do that, you guys know how we start our show with a beverage highlight. What do we got today, Junior?
Today, we are drinking Shiner Bock beer.
Shiner Bock.
Yes, which is funny because after all these sessions, we're finally drinking Shiner, which is like down the street from us.
The main, yeah, right. And it's like everyone's beer here in Texas.
Shiner is actually brewed in Shiner, Texas. It's like about 80 miles east from us. So I usually pass by when we go to Houston. We always pass by Shiner. And I've actually tried Shiner before. I like the beer. It's real nice. You know, it has a nice flavor. So I'm glad we're doing this. And I think Jessica, she has a Zombie X drink that she's drinking.
I got a little fancy. I got Zombie X Craft Hard, whatever was in the fridge. I'm not really a drinker, but because we're doing this for you. Cheers.
Yes.
Salute.
Cheers. Hey, cheers to session number 35. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys are holding a beer, drink in your hand, Cheers to 35. One love and God bless. We love you guys. Chålofa.
Chålofa.
So you need to tell me, what does Chålofa mean? Can you tell us what that means?
So-
and what does it mean to you?
So Chålofa, I'm glad you asked. So it's actually so the whole idea with the Islanders View is to have
All the
islands
incorporated.
right? Obviously it would be ridiculous if we took like every single island. So I'm from Guam. Two of us on the show is from Guam, and then Junior's from Hawaii.
Okay.
Well, he's Samoan, but he was raised in Hawaii and raised on Guam. So it's kind of a mixture of things. So we took, I don't know, like how Samoans love to do the chihu. So we took that. We took half a day. We took Chålofa, and we took aloha, and we mashed it all together.
Got it. Because
So that's what it is.
I checked my Chamorro dictionary. I'm like, is this fucking weird?
Chålofa don't make sound, Chamorro.
But just, yeah.
But now we know.
But a lot of island companies now are always trying to incorporate different, like I think there's a company called Hafaloha.
Hafalo, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're doing their thing too. Obviously they started way before us. But
But everybody wants to incorporate all the islands because we have so much in common, but we have our what we're known for, but we also have a lot of things in common as well too. So
For sure.
And so the whole idea was that the Islanders View podcast is really so that we can let the world know how we view the world and coming from the eyes of the Islander, right? So that's why I wanted to incorporate a mixture of guys from different islands. So
and everybody loves the islands.
Everyone loves it, and that's just our saying. So hopefully it gets somewhere. Guys, help us get somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But enough about us. This is about Jessica Mesa.
Yes.
That's me.
How are you?
My wife's maiden name is Mesa.
Yeah? From Califofu?
No. I think Daddy Do.
What do you mean? Oh man, sis. I hope you're watching, sis.
No, I'm thinking of her dad. I think her dad is from Daddy Do because her mom is from Jigo. Last name is Daga.
Okay.
So
What? I'm confident we're related.
Oh, okay.
My husband's family is Familian Dotdu from Califofu.
Oh, okay.
Who I also know her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, so what's up? Where's he at? He should jump in the back.
Football field holding it down for me with the kids.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I almost took it from a car at the field, but I need a little professional.
You told him that I was going to interview you?
I did.
What did he say?
Yeah. You're the high school tribe. Like what is it? He interviewed me. He's like, what is it? What do they do? What are we talking about?
Right. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Give him my blessings. Tell him I said what's up.
I will.
But yeah, let's get to know Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start off with how did you get out of the shadows?
It's funny you say that. I was in a bad relationship, and then I met Tony 2 years later, and my husband gave me this immediate burst of confidence. And I was going to school at UOG at the time, and I knew in my heart that I wanted to be in some realm of communications, networking, people. I didn't know it was going to be advertising, but I fell into it. And my brother actually ran a small agency. It was in Tumon when it was Sandstone, down in Tumon. It was a very small shop. And I used to be the account coordinator that would drive to Hard Rock Cafe or Mandera Spa. And I would drop off our little handmade brochures. And that's when I realized I liked doing what I was doing. So I continued, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, I had some great opportunities in the early years, and lots of other things, but that's not what this is about, right?
Yeah. So you are on Guam now. Obviously, you're in California.
Yep.
Right. What part of California you at?
I'm in Orange County, bordering LA County. I'm in La Mirada.
Okay.
So what made you move to California?
My husband's job. I have a lot of family out here. All of my siblings moved out to California. My mom and dad are in Lancaster. So all of the people that matter most are here in the state. So we're here.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
It's always good to have your family near you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That's what we try to be, family.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
But again, we are here with a sample sesh. And if you guys don't know, Jessica is the creator. Is that what should I say? The creator?
The creator,
Creator.
that's
The
perfect.
founder, whatever you want to put on it.
I
But
think it's creator.
of the Chamoru Cooking Channel.
Yes.
That is so awesome. When I saw that, I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
we heard you talk about how you got into media and advertising. So how did cooking come into play?
Cooking is a huge part of everything I do. My parents back home, I mean, most Chamorros probably have a very similar experience. In the back of our Jigo home and our Manabusan family, we would barbecue and we would cook together, and we were always in my Uncle Alfred's backyard.
Yes.
I have so many memories of the pig being killed and everybody's watching, having it be skinned. I hope this is not like graphic. But it was what we did. You know, we came together, we celebrated. It didn't matter what the celebration was. Maybe there wasn't even a celebration. We just came together.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah. So I miss that out here in the States. And we obviously found our people out here, but to recreate that for my kids and for, just to keep that closeness, even though I'm not home, that's what this is about.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you incorporated that with your media skills, and then you started the Chamorro Cooking Channel.
Yep. And trust me, every time I think about it, I'm like, man, that's a pretty bold name.
I was like, man, she dove into the deep end.
Yeah.
She just did it like how we grew up learning how to swim. Just throw you into the deep part.
I know. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? Should I change it? Because it's a little bit bold, and now I need to like stick to it.
Yeah.
And I thought, but I'm like, I'm in it to win it. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I know one thing about Chamorros is they're very opinionated about their cooking.
Whoa.
So when I'm like, Chamorro Cooking Channel, let me check this out. Let me see what she's doing over here. I don't know. I wouldn't add that much. Maybe just a little bit less salt.
Yes. It's funny you say that, because I get a lot of feedback from people, good and mainly positive.
Yeah.
Some will say, well, we put beef broth, or we do this, or your chicken was undercooked, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's fine, and that's what this is about.
That's good.
There are people like, can your kids cook, John? Chamorro food?
Well, my wife has them in training. Just know that. My daughter does cook. She does attempt. My wife knows like every single Chamorro dish. So yeah,
that's what.
That's why it's good.
Yeah.
Which is crazy is that she wasn't born and raised on Guam, but she was. That obviously tells you how she was raised. Her parents taught her every dish there is to know. So yeah. So she has them in training. If you want, I'll put it like that. Yeah.
I love it, and that's what this is about. Is I hope that my kids will cook for their wives Chamorro food, and then they will pass it down, and they'll come. And I'm going to show you something really funny. My computer is being held by my little recipe box right here. So this box right here is going to get passed down to my boys.
Oh, that's awesome.
And one day, they'll be cooking for each other and coming together.
There you go. Yeah. Bring it back. We got to bring our culture back.
Yeah, I love your channel. I was watching it, your TikToks, and I love how you have your son in there and your family, how you're incorporating them. I was like, oh, that is awesome. So, keep it up. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I force it, and then they love it,
Yeah. That's how boys are. We're gonna hate it, just the sound of it, but once we start doing it, we're having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
But the sound of it, we're like, I don't want to do that.
Trust me. What I don't record is when they're like, why do I have to do that? But one of them loves manhattatizas, so we make that. That's our jam.
Oh yeah.
And my other one, when we make tatizas together, they love that. So we have our things.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. Before we move on, we're gonna do some shout outs. But before we do some shout outs here, because people are joining us today, who is laughing in the background? I need to know. We need to know. So everybody watching needs to know who's laughing in the background.
So what's very interesting is when I came to California, Trisha Yamasta McDermott is one of my good friends from Sanchez, and she's actually here, and she's racing over because she was very gracefully trying to close my door.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, Trisha?
Sanchez.
Sharks in the house.
Sharks.
So the interesting thing is Trish used to be my girl that would give me support and light when I thought I was like the nerd of all nerds. And she would always motivate me. She's like, Jessica, you're beautiful. Just, and she would always make me feel better and supported. So she was a big part of my transition to LA. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's do some shout outs. Like I said, people are joining us. Brother Frank Garizani says, what's up?
What's up, Frank?
What's up, Frankie? Will Johnston is on. Do you remember Will Johnston, Jess?
Vaguely.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
Can he come on video and can we say hi or?
No, they can't go. Yogi says, what's up?
What's up, Yogi?
Auntie Bev says, what's up? Nina
Very
Bev.
cool.
Hi, Nina. Don't be mad. I said hi. Auntie Lori says,
hey, Auntie Lori.
Yes, the family is from Talafofo.
Oh, right there. Auntie Lori
they're from
knows.
Talafofo, Jess.
Yeah.
The Mesa that he was talking about.
Yeah.
They're from Talafofo.
Probably related.
Oh, okay. I'll let my wife know.
When Chamorro say probably related, we are.
We are. We are.
Well, that's good.
Right.
If we're ever in LA, I'd love to do a TikTok with you, Jessica.
Let's do it.
Right.
I know I've kind of paused on TikTok, but I know that it's growing really fast, so I need to jump back on. So
Yeah.
And then Bernie Breton says half a day from North Carolina.
Oh, North
Hi.
Carolina.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Half a day.
And then Jodine Borja.
half a day, Jodine.
Half a day. And Auntie Lori says Belle's grandparents is the Pablo Mesa family.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh, here we go. We're starting a
Yep.
family tree podcast.
Thank you, Auntie Lori.
Speaking of Auntie Lori, so she is the creator of
Yeah.
Sample House,
Sample
who sponsors
Very
our
cool.
sample sesh. So shout out to Auntie Lori, and thank you for our sample today,
Yeah,
which we'll
the red
get to.
rice, yeah.
The red rice, yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of love put into red rice.
I know. So yeah, so you know what? Let's just go ahead and start that. So our sample sesh today is red rice, and
Red
tell
rice.
them why we chose red rice, there, Jessica.
So I just mastered red rice, how to cook red rice. And I know that sounds really silly to some people, but red rice is really hard to master because if you do it on the stove, your heat has to be a very certain measurement, and you just need to make sure that that is absolutely correct, or else it'll either come out too dry or wet, or what we call fatsy. So it's super hard to get it right, and I finally got it right. And I'm actually going to turn right here and show you. My rice cooker has red rice being cooked. I'm actually supposed to
Oh,
be
nice.
mixing it right now, but I'm gonna. My assistant's about to mix it.
Oh, Trisha, mix it for you. Good job.
Oh, good job, Trish.
Yep. Got a drink in
Look
the
at
left
you.
hand
You're-
and stirring
you're-
with the right hand.
You're already moving on. You already have an assistant.
Yeah.
But again, this is sample sesh number 7, brought to you by Sampu
Sample House. Auntie Lori.
Thank you, Auntie Lori, again.
Thank you.
We are going to sample some red rice.
Yes.
And I know Auntie Lori provided us with some
Yeah.
beautiful description there, Junior.
Yes.
Go ahead and
So,
let
I'll
us
go ahead
know.
and read the card that Auntie Lori provided me. I know everybody's probably thinking like, oh, he's very knowledgeable, but no, I'm reading a card. But it says, what you have in front of you is 2 variations of red rice. I don't know if you can see it on John's camera and mine. The rice with the green onions is just the standard red rice. The next one is red rice with Chorizo Espanol.
Oh,
Did I say that right?
Chorizos Espanol.
Fancy.
Fancy.
It says red rice can come in a variety of different mixtures. Some use bacon, peas, spam just to change it up. So we're going to open up our palate and have some fun. Now, I will honestly say bacon and onions is my favorite way to eat the red rice when Auntie Lori makes it with
that's
bacon and
awesome.
Same.
onions.
And I know I'll be
Nice.
judged for this, but I love putting peas and bacon in mine too. But
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
when
we'll
you're
get
done.
we'll get into
Yeah.
that. We'll get into
So
that. Well,
time for our sample.
let's sample this. You
Yeah.
guys have anything over there to sample?
The rice is almost cooked. So
I just mixed this.
well, it's really, you never open it up too many times. That's the second rule.
That's right. Oh man, that's
is
good.
it perfectly?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Really good.
Perfect.
That's right.
And the green onions got that nice little flavor with the green onions. It just hits it just right.
Oh yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Did you dive into the chorizo yet?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you are.
Can you say? Are you going to dive into the chorizo?
Yeah.
Thank you, Auntie Lori. I just can't have too much of this because, I gotta watch my figure.
This is Every time I eat red rice, though, I always got to take a nap. So if you guys hear snoring,
this is too good. It's really good.
Very good, Auntie Lori. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So go ahead and give us since we're talking about red rice, and that is the thing you just mastered, right?
Yes. Yep.
So what were some of your challenges? Or actually, why don't we do this? Go ahead and give us a good description of where red rice comes from.
So, you know what? I could pull up on my favorites really quick because I went back home in March last year and I found the perfect atsoti. Like it was completely open and ready to go. So there's a seed that's grown on Guam, and I'm sure in the Philippines as well. And the seed is extremely red. And so what we do is we soak that in water, and this is the traditional way to do it, is to squeeze your hand in there and get that color out with water just until you have enough for your red rice in whatever quantity you need. And then you get rid of the seeds, and then you take that water and you add it into your rice. Make sure your rice is cleaned. You saute your onions and garlic with some olive oil or vegetable oil. Probably more traditional with vegetable oil, or I use butter sometimes if I'm out of oil. There's bacon grease. That's always fancy.
Thank you, assistant.
Yes.
Saved it. But it's really just getting that water to rice ratio 100% correct. And I mentioned to you guys earlier that I'm going to attempt 10 cups next week for my kids' football team. So I'll let you know how that goes.
Wow.
You should do a TikTok. You should do a TikTok about that.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So the red rice we just tried, I'm going to go ahead and give the ingredients Auntie Lori gave us. It's 6 cups of rice, 5.5 cups of water, half cup of chopped onions, a third vegetable oil, like you said, or a stick of butter, like you said, or bacon fat. Oh man,
bacon fat.
I wonder why it's so hard for us to lose weight.
I like to put a little bacon fat behind my ear.
And then a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, the seasoning, chicken seasoning, 2 packages of achoti. If you have the achoti seeds, that would be great. This is what Auntie Lori sent me. This is awesome.
I have been scrutinized for not doing it with the achoti on TikTok. Someone made a comment about that's not the way you do it. And I mean, let's be real. I'm in California. I don't have achoti here, so I'm gonna buy the Mamacita's packet powder. And that's another thing. Like I know that there's a lot of tradition behind the way we cook, but we're out here and most of us are out in the US all over the place. We don't have the same resources.
Exactly.
And we have to make do with what we have in order to fulfill those cravings. So
exactly. Yeah, we do what we can. Do what we can.
Yep.
You have to make do with what we got.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. More shout outs, man. More people are on today.
They want to see
Look,
Jessica.
you are popular. Got out of the shadows and now everybody wants to come and chat with you. Let's see. Oh, Teddy says Hafa Day.
That's right.
Oh.
That's it. That's her now.
Oh.
Teddy is married to my sister-in-law, Katie. And
oh my gosh, we are related. Katie is my wife's cousin.
Teddy and I used to kick it here in San Antonio. Before he moved up and became a firefighter, saving lives.
Yeah, Katie and my wife is first cousins. Like we ran into them when we were here in San Antonio. Yeah, Oh,
Is
yep.
he
We
an
are
Indonesia?
related.
Right.
And-
All right.
And then Kainoa says, "Aloha from
Hey,
Hilo, Hawaii."
I know he's
Hey,
in Hilo.
he's talking smack though, because he's in Hawaii visiting right now.
Bro, I saw he posted a
You
video.
better put Texas. He's lying. He's
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he's
didn't
in
move
Hilo
back.
right now, but he posted a
calling you out,
video.
brother. I
He
know he
posted a
did.
video where he was in the supermarket
Yeah, I
and
saw
he was
that.
showing all the
fish,
seafood,
yeah.
the
Oh,
fresh
my
poke.
God.
Oh, I just wanted
Speaking
to
of
dive
food,
into
right?
the screen with all.
Speaking of-
Yeah.
And then Nadine Conception Ray just says,
Half a day,
"Hey
Nadine.
Jess, half a day."
How
So-
you doing? That's my girl.
She
The
rolls
crazy
her
thing
hands
is,
on Tacoma.
Okay, not only that, Nadine is Dunda Mariana's queen. People.
Yes,
So
she
you guys-
is.
oh, okay.
she's got
So-
a voice that can
Yeah.
sing.
So guess what, girls? She's actually the cousin of our co-host Brandon Conception.
Oh,
And I
really?
see
Yeah,
her beautiful
they're cousins.
photos on his
Man.
website.
Yeah.
So.
She's the circle of life here.
Yeah, exactly. See,
It
we're all
is.
related. The Islanders view. This is how we do.
6 degrees of separation.
Tara Van Meter says, "You go, Jess."
Sorry, I'm skate chat. I shouldn't even be like jumping in this camera, but
So
No, you're
Tara-
good. You're good. You're good. That's what it's about.
No, that's fine.
Oh, T-Beth.
Yeah.
T-Beth says she's not mad. Okay,
So I
T-Beth.
have to say something about Tara because she's really important to the whole.
Okay, go ahead.
Thing.
Go
Tara
ahead.
Tara lives not far from us. She's my 20-minute circle, and Tara, she was one of the first people that I was like, should I do this? Should I do it? And I even showed her the logos and whatnot. She lends out her beautiful Chamorro backyard in the middle of Cypress, California, and it has every single Chamorro plant you've ever seen in your life in the state of California.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh,
so
wow.
she makes me feel like I'm home. Her mom is like my mom. I'm going to cry thinking about
she's
it.
all our
because
moms. That's great.
her mom is everyone's mom. She is the Chamorro
Oh.
center of Cypress. So
That's awesome.
I love
Yeah,
you,
that's
Tara.
how.
They love you. We love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how it always is, right? For some
Yeah.
reason, like we get together and then we find the mother
Yeah.
The mother hen.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Right.
And it's just like everybody calls her mom. Kind of like Auntie Lori, right?
Yeah. Auntie Lori sounds like
Yeah, I got you, Laura. Yeah.
San Antonio.
Yeah. Shout out to Tyler again. Half a day, Auntie Bernie.
Half a day.
Half a day.
And then my wife says half a day, familia.
Half
so
a
that's my
day.
wife, Bonna.
Hey, I haven't got the opportunity to meet her.
I did. She was so nice. In San Antonio
Yeah?
at our show. So I
she's-
need to jump into this, but I'm the backhander.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Well, I have to tell you guys that initially, Liberation here in California, we've been closed down. And when I saw that San Antonio was putting on a show, I kind of threw it out to Chamorro. I'm one of the board members for KCF. And I said, hey, let's go support San Antonio. They're putting on a Liberation. So I brought it up to Heidi Kenya, who's probably watching. And I said, man, we should go out there. And then we hosted a workshop. I connected with Monty. I messaged her. I go, hey, I know your husband. We went to school together.
Mhm.
And we hosted a workshop. And let me tell you, it was so empowering. The people of San Antonio were so welcoming. And we look forward to many more out there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you, San Antonio. Thank you guys. You guys did amazing.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you too.
Can't
You
wait.
did a
Can't
great
wait.
job as well too. You guys really put on a great show. We really enjoyed it.
We tried. Next time we'll probably not do 5 costume changes.
Yeah. I love that you guys were like evolving right from the old time to the current. So I love
Yes,
the theme of
from
it. Yeah.
ancient to modern to
Yeah.
yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was a nice theme.
Very grateful to all of you out there that put on such a good, and it's nice to see the younger generation, such as, John Cruz and his wife has stepped up, and all the younger ones to see out there, the torch is being passed on. So, like Jessica, we were supposed to host a Liberation this year, right? Remember?
Mhm.
And to see the torch passed on to the younger generation, and for us, we could not do it this year, but we plan on in the future. But to see San Antonio just go ahead and push forward, it only gave us the inspiration. Like, hey, maybe we can do this. But we definitely look forward to San Antonio. You guys did an amazing job.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys did awesome.
If
I know.
anybody wants to watch it, it's still on our channel.
It is on our channel. My wife also says she loves the idea of that recipe box that you're passing.
Yes.
Yes,
And also shout out my sister-in-law Hannah got me this beautiful box, and it comes with all the cards. I'll drop a link here. I'll share you guys a link where she got it from.
That's
and
awesome. So
it says Mesa on it.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah.
So
So-
you can't take it.
No.
You can't just take it.
But I will say this: I'm not one of those people that won't share a recipe. Clearly, some people, there's sacred recipes that can't be
Yeah.
passed down.
They
So
I
give
think-
you
I think-
everything except the secret
I think
ingredient.
I think that goes more with the barbecue marination.
it's
Like you
ground
have-
ginger.
That's every-
Yeah, you have to
That's-
be like,
yeah, that's all the men. They
Yeah.
don't want to share nothing.
hey, to all our listeners and viewers, let us know. Do you have a secret recipe or secret marination that you don't put out? Let's see. Let's go back to the red rice, right? So
Yeah.
I know you just said that you mastered it, right? So what ingredients are you using?
We're gonna take a peek together. Okay, this is gonna be a live experience.
All right.
I got a bougie zarishi for my Mother's Day gift from my husband.
Oh, nice.
And,
Oh, bougie.
ooh, that looks
Ooh.
yes. So
Nice.
look, my assistant's mixing it.
I'm trying.
Your assistant's doing so awesome.
Yeah.
Look at the color,
It's
the
perfect.
texture, the
It's
cebolla.
So it's just onions, garlic, Mamacita's etzotzi powder. I put some garlic powder as well as I cheated and I put chicken broth bouillon, the powder. I know that's not traditional, but I did it because for flavor. So
Nice.
that's it. And love.
Yes. So
Love, there
you
you go.
mastered it on the rice cooker?
Yes. And all it is you have to just make sure that you put a couple cubes of butter just to get it all nice and yummy. And then you stir it at least twice in between. And I will credit Miss Elsie Kitsutsu of Cypress, California for that because she taught me how to do that. So
Awesome.
yes.
But so my question would be, do you master cooking red rice if you cook it in the rice cooker? Or do you master cooking red rice if you cook it on a stove?
Both
Oh,
ways.
it's getting
On a
love.
flame.
It's calling you out. JC's calling you out.
I'm just
Jessica.
saying, because
No, it's true.
that's usually what it is. It's like, oh yeah, you could cook it on rice cooker or whatever, but you need to know how to cook it on the stove. Like, you got to have the real burnt pot that you always cook all your red rice in.
What
the
is that
bottom.
burnt part that people like to eat too called?
What's the word for
The
that?
tostos.
Tostos?
The
Yes.
tostos.
And you
You
always
gotta have the
that one
tostos.
auntie that says, I want that. Save that for me. And you're like, no one wants that but you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Save that for me. Yeah, everybody they always say, "Oh, save that for me."
All right, so to our listeners and viewers, is it truly mastered if you're cooking it on the stove or cooking it on the rice cooker? What is the difference? What is the difference? What
Well,
would
I
be the
think
difference to you?
traditionalists-
What would be
Your
the
heat.
difference?
Traditionalists would probably say the
It's all
stove.
about the heat and the type of pot you use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but on the stove, I think it gives it a different flavor, especially when you kind of like you were talking about the tostos part, that
Yes.
burnt part.
Yeah.
When it starts burning and then it has that different, adds a little flavor to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you overcook it or you burn it, then it's like ruined because you can taste the burn in every grain of rice. Like you
Yeah,
can-
if you
right. If you burn it, it's ruined, right?
if you super tostos it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like you take a scoop of the top, like the
Yeah.
burnt flavor is carried out through the whole pot, and then the whole pot is junk.
Hey, so right there to our listeners and viewers, stove
So
or
can
rice
I,
cooker.
can I actually call out I'm going live on my Instagram. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry to do this, but
Yeah, call them out.
I'll say my followers.
Leanne saw this.
Leanne Flores, who you also went to school with, small world. She
Uh-huh.
said the key to mastered is butter and lots of funny face. I don't know what that is. Yes. So that was the tip of the day from our viewers over here.
Oh, nice.
There
Yeah,
we
but
go.
I want to know to our listeners and viewers,
Yes.
do you prefer rice cooker or do you prefer stove?
I prefer rice cooker. Oh, you're asking the viewers?
Yeah, listener. I mean, what for you? You're married to
For
Chamorro.
me personally,
You're
yeah,
married to a Chamorro, so you're outside looking in.
I prefer
Yeah.
rice cooker.
Have you tried it off the stove?
Yeah, I did, but like I said, it's that that smoky flavor. It's a different flavor. Like I like the rice
Yeah.
cooker because it's a clean flavor. You don't have that smoke taste and all.
You know how I look at it, Jess? You mastered the first attempt, the first step. Now the what is it? The advanced master course, would be cooking it on
Yeah.
the stove.
You mastered the mainland.
Over the flame, though. Over the
You
flame.
mastered the mainland way of cooking it with the powder and the rice cooker.
Yes,
Oh.
but you know, the reality is if you at least replicate it and you fulfill that craving, I think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh
there
yeah,
you go.
definitely. Almost definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like you said, what we have access to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Samoa, they have this dish called pangipopo, and it's the same thing. Like you're here in the mainland, you try to find easy ways to do it. So you get the bread that's already rolled up, and then you just put it in the pan, pour coconut milk, and you got your pangipopo. But then traditionalists will be like, "Oh no, you need to make your own bread. You need to grate your own coconut, squeeze the coconut milk."
Oh, here, look. See, Auntie Lori, of course. Open flame and cooking it for a large group is when you are the master of red rice.
Well, that's Auntie Lori.
That's Auntie Lori. That's
she's the one that made the red rice for the.
That's what I was saying. That's the college. You went to high school for the.
Auntie Lori, she made the red rice for the liberation.
Yeah.
And there's like these big pots, and she has like a big paddle to stir it and everything. So.
Yeah.
And it was good, by the way. Just saying, it was good.
My assistant said the rice was very good.
It was delicious. Thank you, Auntie Lori.
Yeah, thank you, Auntie Lori. She's awesome.
Mastered carrying that big pot of red rice. I carry like the movie The Kung Fu. You carry it on the side with your forearms.
Right? You're building your forearms. Awesome. So now that you mastered the red rice, in the rice cooker, I need to be clear. So what are your sides, or what will be a side? So what would be your protein? What is your go-to as far as making the red rice, and then what's the first thing you think about once you made that red rice? What are you putting together with it?
Well, should I give you a live experience?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
That's good. That was
Yeah,
gonna be
what
like
you
my
got
next
going with your red rice tonight?
So once and empanada, I've been custom asked. So I have Smart and Final size chicken thighs marinated in here.
There we go.
Two big ones of these right now. So that's happening. And it's a work night, so I'm not going to get ambitious, but
work night on Friday. You work Friday nights?
Oh, it's awesome. So what are you going to do to the chicken? What did you say?
That's marinated in soy sauce, ground ginger, garlic, onions, soy sauce, and vinegar. And the secret is either ground ginger or chopped ginger, by the way. Or some people put Sprite. That's a thing. Jake Leon Guerrero, if you're listening, he puts this very special Filipino bottle in there. I still can't figure out what it is. It's something sweet and it's delicious. He's like the king of barbecue in California. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Does he have his own like truck or restaurant?
No. Well, if you guys ever come out to Glamis, California, in the season of sand time, he's our barbecuer. So that's
nice.
Well, are you gonna barbecue that, or are you gonna put it in the stove? What are you doing?
We're gonna barbecue that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know. And shout out to my brother-in-law Jason Mesa. For bonfire. But in his marinade, he puts pears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's got like a nice sweet and
he just chops pears up.
No, he takes like the canned pears, dumps out the juice, and puts pears in there. He blends it together with soy sauce, garlic, onions, and it's a real nice flavor. I don't know. I think I may have given out his recipe though. Sorry, brother.
It's okay. Now you're gonna get in trouble. Now you're in trouble, bro. Now you're in trouble. Now you're in the doghouse.
His marinade, his chicken is like one of my favorites. Jason Mesa, bonfire.
Well, speaking of red rice, does Samoa have something similar to red rice?
No, like rice is still kind of new for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, rice was brought to the islands by the Asian people, and that's how it was incorporated. Well, that's how it was incorporated into our meals. But rice is not like a Samoan dish, But we started eating it when they brought it, and we're like, "Oh, this is good. Let's keep eating."
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's not
do you guys do something special to it?
No, just like how this is how they cook it for us. That's how they showed us.
Nice.
We'll do like fried rice.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's rice. Our staples as far as side dishes is breadfruit, taro, bananas. So that's all like the starches that we eat, like, and potatoes, of course. But when rice was introduced, that it became a staple, but it's still pretty new in our diet. So
Nice. Like how new?
I think maybe 1920s. No, I don't know.
That's funny. So what else do you love to cook? So I know it's not just since you just mastered red rice.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing to cook?
My absolute like hands down is manhã tatitas. And it's
Really?
And I'm sorry, my dog is reacting to my son's coming back from football. But manhã tatitas, there's a very traditional way to do it on the stove but this is the cheat way. But still, it fulfills my coconut cravings. So
yeah,
that and empanadas is my next big goal.
Empanadas.
Yeah. So any empanada professionals out there that want to teach me, I'm here to learn.
Man. You're with Auntie Lori. Lori, my family always, every time I got to go back home to see my family, my brother and sister, they always say, please have Auntie Lori make us some empanadas and bring it. I say, oh, you don't want to see me?
No.
I said, no, just bring the empanadas.
Nice. Oh, man. Empanadas. So that was like one of my favorite things growing up on Guam. So one of my closest friends used to come. We went to, I don't know if you know John Samliano. Do you remember John Samliano?
Yes, sort of.
So we grew up together from elementary all the way to high school. But in elementary and middle school, he used to always bring a paper bag, brown paper bag. And the bottom's always so oily. And it was the empanadas inside it. But I have not, and his mom used to make it. And she used to give it to all the mom and pop stores.
Oh, yeah.
But I have not seen, the way his mom makes it, I have not seen anyone make it here. My wife's been trying to attempt it because it's like very red. I don't know how she got it that red.
It sounds like just more toti.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. But
she massages it.
I don't know.
She probably crushes it with her own hands.
All I know is that it's my favorite empanada I ever had in my life. That's all I know. But yeah, so
So listeners, if you guys can find that empanada for JC.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listeners and viewers, you know how to make that.
That and tamales gisu, it kind of goes hand in hand. The same thing, just like chalaquiles. Chalaquiles is almost very similar to tamales gisu in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but there's a very specific way to get it right.
Yeah.
That's another one of my dreams.
That's good. So how often do you go live and do stuff?
You know, I'm trying to be consistent, but my kids are in football right now, and anybody who is in organized football knows that it's like the most intense commitment of all time.
It is,
yeah.
And we're coming from a family that has never done organized sports, so I'm like, now I'm in it to win it.
No.
Well, yeah.
Once you get sucked in, once you get sucked in, you can't get yourself out. You're just.
And now we're like the barbecue. Like I'm gonna.
Oh.
Next Friday, we're barbecuing for our team, and I'm actually really excited because I finally get to share our culture. Like we did hot dogs and burgers before, but now we're gonna do like real deal Chamorro style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The rice is done.
The rice is finally done, so we get to see Jessica sample her rice.
You go sample.
You gotta sample your rice. You and Trisha.
My assistant brought the plate.
Your assistant.
Oh, there you go.
Your assistant.
So good. Oh, it looks good.
It looks good. It looks red.
I used to always, when I first moved to Guam and we were eating the dishes, and everybody said, "Oh, this is red rice," and I was like, "That looks orange to me."
That's always everybody's first impression.
But they're like, "No, it's called red rice, but it's orange. Why you guys call it red rice if it's orange?"
It's orange. Right.
That was actually one of my.
Listen here, Samoa, and just eat it.
My very first hater comment on TikTok was someone that didn't know that it was Chamorro red rice.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. We got a party.
Is that your assistant?
You got a party going on.
No.
Is that a party because the rice is finally done?
Yeah.
Zombie X.
Take you to my backyard.
Nice.
You got to start the barbecue now, right?
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
That's the cue.
Right. Nice.
Right.
So what were you saying? Your first hater comment.
My first hater comment was about red rice, and they said to me, "That's not how you do it," because they thought it was Mexican Spanish rice.
Oh yeah.
Or Spanish rice.
Yeah.
And I was so I don't do conflict well. So one of my other followers were like, don't be closed-minded, or they pretty much protected me, and I was like, yes, somebody's got this.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the one to correct them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what you should do. You're the creator. Let someone else take care of those comments for you.
Yeah.
exactly.
You just keep creating.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yes.
I mean, just like this show. I mean, we're gonna have people that don't care for it,
Oh,
people that
yeah.
don't hate it or whatever. But
I hate
it's
myself.
you're just gonna have that. You're just gonna have that. You can't satisfy everybody.
Oh yeah, can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can't. If you could, then the world would be a better place.
Yeah. One thing I love about your channel, the Chamorro Cooking Channel, is the cooking, but you also say that it's about cooking and sharing stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you do that, you incorporate that, because every dish that you do that you bring from like your past always has a story to go with it, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So
That's important to me. And to be quite frank, I've gotten so many comments, and this is the part I love the most, because my journalist communications side of me comes out, and this is where that passion becomes alive.
yeah.
And connecting with people that share their story, and then I
Yeah.
get to repeat that and share it. It's my favorite part about what I do.
Yeah. That's what I love about your channel,
Yeah.
that when you see as you're cooking, you also share the stories as well too, and what that
I'm
dish.
actually Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, one
There's the
moment.
music. No,
Following
you're
you.
good. Or is that a house? Is that a house in a house?
This is that's my patio that I worked very hard on during the pandemic. So.
Right. What else is there to do?
I saw a TikTok when there was a kitchen being remodeled. Was that your kitchen?
Yes, that was my dream kitchen.
Okay, and
It
Nice.
happened.
Yeah, I saw you
Oh.
putting Tony to work.
Yes, that was honestly that. If you've ever been through any type of renovation that you really cared about, I remember from the day that we demolished to the day that I had my kitchen sink installed with the countertop.
Yeah.
It's 4 or 5 months, and I stood in there. I played some sort of reggae song, and I just danced and cried. Believe it or not. I know that
Wow.
sounds obnoxious, but I love cooking for my family, and I couldn't do that without bending my back in my little laundry sink or
Yeah.
in my camping setup in my garage.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was brought me happiness.
Oh, that's good.
Man, if you guys are just joining us, we're here with Jessica Mesa. She's the creator of the Chamoru Cooking Channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes, thank you. guys.
Please subscribe to our channel. If you
Yeah.
want to support the Islanders View, just subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button. Show
Yeah.
some love, share the love. That's all we do here, share love. Auntie Lori does say, Jessica, let's talk about making.
There it is.
Look at that. You
There
see?
you go. We made our
You see?
connection. Hey,
You
Islander
say it.
View is bringing Island Sample House and
Exactly.
Chamorro Cooking Channel
Look at
together.
that. Look
I
at
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
And Lori, can you be my auntie? And and to be honest, that's another thing I love about this channel. I had one of my audience members tell me, she says, my daughter calls you her auntie.
Oh,
Oh,
And I
wow.
think that's what we're missing, right?
Yeah.
Living
Yeah.
out in the States, we're missing people that just like, come here, Nan, I'll teach you, and that's what this is about.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, like islands, like everybody who's close to you that's not family is always uncle and auntie.
Yeah.
And we incorporate that here in the mainland. So you have like, when my son was playing football, they're always like, oh, go, say bye to uncle. And then they're like, what?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is your friends, right? You
Yeah.
bring your friends along, and they're like, oh, hi auntie, hi uncle, and they're
Yeah.
like, damn, how many uncles and aunties do you have? Like, oh, they're just that.
Yeah.
They're not really my uncle.
Everybody.
We're just that close.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh man. Uncle Marvin says Mungie Town in the house.
Hey.
Woo! What's up? Oh, there she answered. Yes, Nanny, you sure can.
Yay.
Look at she even called you
Thank you.
Nana. Nana. That's Nanny. For all of us people not from Guam, that's Nanny.
And Nenny means baby. So
Yeah,
let's-
baby, yeah. So our aunties and uncles, if you're sorry, Auntie Lori, I'm not saying you're old, but if you're old enough, you say Nanny, boy,
Yeah.
and then you call them auntie, uncle.
Yeah.
All right.
You know
Always.
when my nieces never call me uncle, I always like, what? Uncle me? I think I'm still too young to be called uncle.
Oh, Uncle Marv says awesome topics, great show. Thank you, Uncle Marv.
Oh,
we love you.
mahalo,
We love you.
mahalo.
Miss you. So what is next for the Chamorro Cooking Channel?
You know, I'm trying to find ways to keep this going with integrating it into my personal life while still, you know, as you all know, social media can be good and bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find that flow where it's right for my family and for, you know, for my well-being and my day-to-day. And and I want every story that I share to be like completely intentional.
Right.
When I say that, I don't want to just post something to post it because I need to make it look like I'm here, but I want it to mean something to someone where in the end they're like, man, and I get so many of these comments, and that's what keeps this alive is they'll say, you know, I'm so glad you're doing this. Thank you for what you're doing. You know, I try to keep it wholesome and traditional and maybe a bit of an evolution of where we're going. And you and I, all of us represent, you know, the diaspora of people that have left Guam.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a big audience of us out here, and we're all disconnected from our land, from where we're from where we were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now we're rebuilding that for our families.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So that's why you're doing the show, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
You know, and I do want to share one story with you because I remember it put me to tears when this happened. I was at Lake Havasu. It's a lake in Arizona, and I met the boat that we were in, our friend's boat, and we were parked by another boat. We parked up, and there was clearly he was an islander, with tatted up and whatnot. And we parked next to him, and I saw him like cutting fish in the middle of Arizona, right? Fresh fish. And he was so kind. He called us over, and I asked him, I go, which one of these are your kids? And he said, these are all my kids. And that's when I was like, and there was like 15, 16 kids. Okay, there's no way for all his kids. Yeah. So, you know, he served us fresh poke, and he, you know, that doesn't happen every day. So to meet another islander in the middle of Arizona, where, you know, you could tell that we have very similar values and we're sharing that with others. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what I love about what you guys are doing is you're bringing all the islands together to bring something very similar for all of us. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. And the crazy thing is that we just love doing what we're doing. Yeah. Right? Like, and that's the thing. If, like people always say, if you don't love what you're doing, then why do you do it?
Because they pay me to do it.
Exactly. And let's be real, I'm not getting paid to do this, and you probably don't either.
Neither are we. Neither are we.
I'll keep doing it. Even if I don't get paid my whole life, I still keep doing it. I love doing this.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
And just a suggestion for you, Jessica. You know how you said that you're just new, you and your husband's new to football.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be some great content that you could put, you know, as far as your experience as an islander in this new thing that you're in. You're working on. So
yes. And you know, you want to know something funny? My oldest son's coach is Samoan.
Oh, so nice.
He has been the one that's been like, yeah, you can barbecue. And we're like, we'll barbecue. So it's awesome.
That's funny.
That's right.
Or you can even do, I don't know if you've done it. I haven't really seen your videos, but like if you kind of like do like a show where you're cooking for the team. Have you done that?
Yeah, that's next weekend. So you'll see the whole.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're doing the
barbecue.
How many cups of rice?
10 cups of rice.
10 cups of rice.
There's 25 kids on this team, and there's probably 30 parents. So I'm about to step my game up.
Yes.
Auntie Lori, where you at?
It's funny. Funny you say that. My son, when he was playing football, and we did the same thing. We had the whole team over for a barbecue, and of course we asked Auntie Lori to take care of everything. But yeah, she took care of everything, and we brought my son's teammates and their parents. And man, all they talk about is the barbecue. Like, oh, barbecue like this, and they always asking. But yeah, but Auntie Lori and Jason, but yeah, they love. I mean, when you put stuff like that on for people in the mainland, you have instant friends.
Oh yeah,
and
they
at
do.
the end of the day, the biggest thing that the takeaway from all of that is taking care of other people.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
But you're not getting paid to do it, but it's that anaphemalic of taking care of other people.
Yeah.
And that's why we do it.
And what's crazy is like when you cook for other nationalities, right? They trip out and they're like, "Man, you should start your own restaurant." But it's like, all right, I can barbecue, but running a business is a whole different game.
Yeah.
That's me. Every time I eat the food, I'm like, "Oh, you should start a restaurant."
Yeah. It's, I mean, it seems that easy, but it really isn't.
Yeah. As
far as starting a business.
When my brother, he was passing through Texas, he called me, said, "Hey, we're gonna come through Texas. We'll stop by your house, stay a couple of days." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's great. So can you please tell Auntie Lori that we're coming?"
Oh yeah.
And I told my Auntie Lori she had to go to California, so I was like, "Oh, she's not gonna be here. She's gonna be in California." Then my brother said, "Okay, we're not gonna come through then anyway. We're not coming through anymore." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Hey Jess, have you thought about starting a YouTube channel?
That has been the one thing that I just need to stop being a perfectionist, and I need to do it. I just haven't decided on how I output the content. There's a few people that I follow that I really love their style, but I think that Payless Supermarkets does an amazing job about the way they lay it out, and it's just a very quick. I think their campaign is Chaggy Fan, which means try it.
Yeah.
So I if that content already exists the way it is, I think that I need to force myself to bring my personality out and do it that way. So the funny part is I actually live next to film editor students that were open to helping me. I live really close to Biola University, a Christian school here in California, and there's 5 film editors next door.
Wow,
oh, nice.
dude! I wish we had that right next door.
Oh, you know,
I'm learning everything on the fly as we go. As we started this,
he's killing it though.
I'm like, I just did everything on the fly. I'm like, man, this is some crazy stuff.
You're doing really good. This whole little screen you got and your branding is really good.
Thank you.
JC, you guys stay tuned for some merch coming soon.
Yeah, merch is coming out.
Nice.
Let's see. We got another shout out. If you guys are just joining us again, we got a special guest, Jessica Mesa, is with us. She's the creator of the Chamoru Cooking Channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Share the love. One love. We love you guys. Valerie Bloss says, half a day from Guahan. Miss you, Par and Mully Half a day.
Half a day.
Man. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, where did you go?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There she is. But yeah, so we're gonna be closing out here. But what is before we go, I really want to know, what is your goal? What is the Chamorro Cooking Channel goal? Like what? Let's say, what's a good? I don't want like that 10-year stuff. In the next, let's cut that in half.
End game?
What's it like 5 years? What do you see the Chamorro Cooking Channel?
Yeah, to be quite frank, I think now that I've been doing this for more than 4 or 5 months, I want to integrate learning the language, learning how to cook our food with my children, and I want to continue to learn, how to speak it fluently. Like I've been attending, Couture and Guahan has started a Chamorro class on Sundays. There's many groups that host really great classes. So I want to consistently put out good content out there. A lot of what you see now is me starting my little mini lansu. My dad had a ranch back home, and I want to make that here. So that's awesome. Kind of my immediate goal, is to grow my little ranch, because I want to teach my kids to sustain on their own. So that's my immediate, but for 5 years, I do want to output a really simple recipe book. And I would love for people to reach out to me if they want to share their story or share, their nana or tata that means something dear to them. And maybe they passed, maybe they're still here. Maybe they can show me them cooking with their food. Like, the one thing I regret the most is I didn't take a lot of video because cameras weren't really a thing then, or not cell phones.
Yeah.
But I, capturing video with your grandparents and your parents and watching them learn from them.
Exactly.
And I want to teach, this particular generation is all TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is what's going to live, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Just teaching other people how to cook our food and enjoy it.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how you said, what was the word you used? You used a good word there. I missed it. I forgot it. You said it, and I was like, teaching our kids to like want to learn, our culture and keep it alive, because, it's going away slowly, and it's things like this, like you said earlier, that we're trying to keep it alive. But that's why I brought up the YouTube channel. So like, because like you said, now it's more social media stuff. So like, doing a YouTube channel, maybe doing a cooking app, like where you can find recipes, find videos, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I feel like I've started a website. You'll find a link on my Instagram. It's the ChamorroCookingChannel.com. So I slowly add recipes as it's complete there. So my goal is to have to cook every single Chamorro dish, master it, and learn it, teach it to the kids, and eventually have cooking classes when it's safe to do so. So that's a dream. So
that's nice. That's
Yeah.
When did you say that's your when did you say you want to hit that?
That's my 5-year goal. So
5-year goal.
For everybody who's listening.
So
we'll keep an eye out for it.
Oh, so let's see. Who's that?
Hey, Barakimo.
He always gives me crap. He's like, dude, that's me, bro. Oh yeah. So he says aloha.
Brother Kimo, says, shout out to Brother Kimo and Brother James. They're gonna be in what do you call it? Ali Cove tomorrow, playing live music, guys. If you're in the Live Oak area, Aloha Vibes will be playing live music, and you guys can go check out Ali Cove and get some Hawaiian food.
And he says, "Share, Manny."
Share it.
It's so good.
My wife
lives.
has a message for you.
I love it. Your wife is amazing, and just seeing her just keep dance alive for your children and for everybody in San Antonio, that's a commitment. Like, even for what Tiffany does here and what Heidi Kenga does here, it is a time commitment to pass it down to our future, our children. So thank you.
That's right.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's just a different form of our creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And speaking of honoring our elders, I want to give a shout out to my mother. My mom, she has a birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Auntie.
Yeah.
Love you, Mom. Wish you could be there to celebrate with you, but I'll call you on the phone and I'll cash app you.
Aww, you're a good son.
Right. So before we go, guys, our listeners and viewers, that is session number 35.
Yes.
Sample session number 7. We sampled what, Junior?
Red rice.
Rice.
I'm still sampling it.
Right? He's still sampling it. He can't stop sampling it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sister Jessica sampled pretty late. The red rice.
Thank you, Jessica.
Was a little late.
Well,
let's
show some love too.
What?
Yeah, let's teach our audience how to say it in Chamorro. Red rice in Chamorro is Hanexa Agaga. So
Hanexa Agaga. Learn something. Hanexa Agaga, everybody. That's what I think.
Now everybody that didn't understand that just went. But go ahead and give yourself a shout out, Jess. How can people reach you? How can they follow you?
Yes.
Whatever the case may be.
I'm dominantly on Instagram, but I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, and you can find my channel at the ChamorroCookingChannel.com. Reach out, share your love, let me know suggestions of what you'd like to see. And bigger than that, share your story with me. I would love to include you as part of my Tiempo na Historia series and my Biscuitsu stories, which is really important to me. So I'm here waiting to hear from your stories.
Awesome,
All right,
awesome,
awesome.
awesome. Again, to all our listeners and viewers, that is Jessica Mesa, the creator, the owner, however you want to look at it.
My family.
My
family.
Auntie Jess from the Chamoru Cooking Channel.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I want to thank you guys for watching and listening. Again, share the video, share the love, subscribe to our channel. This is session number 35.
35.
How was the red rice, Junior?
Oh, delicious.
You know, Auntie Lori's
Alexa,
listening, so you can't say it was
delicious.
But again, that was session number 35. We thank you guys for watching and listening. We love you guys.
Jessica.
Chålofa, one love and God bless.
Thank you, sis.
Thank
it was
you,
great
sis.
meeting you, my sis.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for joining us. You be safe out there. One love and God bless. We're out. Peace.
Yep. Take care.
Chålofa, what's up? Hey, where do you think you're going? You haven't left our minds yet. Again, thanks for watching and listening. And like we say on the islands, the first time you're a guest in our home, and after that, you're family. So welcome to the family. One love and God bless. Peace.